जय श्री राम, जय श्री हनुमान, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। नमः पार्वती पतये, हर हर महादेव। स्वागत है आपका इस नए यूट्यूब लाइव में। तो अब हम पढ़ेंगे द ट्रेजर हाउस विद इन यू। ये बुक है एक पावर ऑफ सबकॉन्शियस माइंड, इस बुक का नाम है। तो हम अपने अवचेतन मन की अवस्था या अवचेतन मन की शक्ति के बारे में पढ़ेंगे। दोस्तों, मैं आपको अपने एक नए दोस्त से मिलाने जा रही हूँ। नया दोस्त नहीं है, ये मेरे साथ 1 महीने से रह रहा है। मैं आपको दिखाती हूँ। ये है नाइस ना। प्रसन्न है फिलहाल ये मेरे साथ। मैं इसको अच्छे अच्छे भजन सुनाती हूँ, अच्छे अच्छे भगवान के कीर्तन भजन किताबें पढ़ के सुनाती हूँ। तो ये क्यूट सा लवली सा प्लांट है, मेरा दोस्त, मेरा साथी, जो मेरे साथ बहुत खुश है। तो फिर इसको भी ये स्टोरी पढ़ाती हूँ, पावर ऑफ सबकॉन्शियस माइंड। थोड़ा सा इसको यहाँ डिस्टेंस पे रखती हूँ। कैसा लगा आपको ये फ्रेंड्स? मेरा दोस्त, मेरा साथी, मेरे सुख दुख का साथी। इसको मैं एकदम हैप्पी मोड में रखती हूँ हमेशा। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। पावर ऑफ सबकॉन्शियस माइंड, द ट्रेजर हाउस विद इन यू। तुम भी पढ़ना मित्र, मेरा बम्बू प्लांट। एक महीने गई, एक महीने साथ में है मेरे फल। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। द ट्रेजर हाउस विद इन यू। Infinite riches are still Infinite riches are still around you if you will open your mental eyes and behold the treasure house of infinity within you, from which you can extract everything you need to live life gloriously, joyously, and abundantly. Many are many are sound asleep because they do not know about this gold mine of infinite intelligence and boundless love within themselves. Whatever you want, you can draw forth. A magnetized piece of steel will lift about 12 times its own weight, and if you demagnetize this same piece of steel, it will not even lift a feather. Similarly, there are two types of men. There is the magnetized man who is full of confidence and faith. He knows that he is born to win and to succeed. Then there is the type of man who is demagnetized, who is full of fear and doubt. Opportunities come, and he says, I might fail. कि डीमैग्नेटाइज मैन की बात है। दो टाइप के मेन होते हैं, एक तो फुल ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस और फेथ होते हैं, और दूसरे होते हैं जो फुल ऑफ फियर्स होते हैं, डाउट होते हैं। जब भी कोई अपॉर्चुनिटी आती है तो जो डीमैग्नेटाइज मैन या वुमेन या क्रिएचर होते हैं वो कहते हैं आई माइट फेल, आई माइट लूज माई मनी, पीपल विल laugh at me. This type of man will not get very far in life because if he is afraid to go forward, he will simply stay where he is, become a magnetized man, and discover the master secret of the ages. और ये चीज़ I think now these days I become demagnetized. I have to be magnetized. The master of secret of ages. What, in your opinion, is the master secret of the ages? The secret of atomic energy. Thermonuclear energy. Thermonuclear energy? The secret of atomic energy? मतलब ये पूछ रहा है राइटर कि आपकी नज़र में क्या है, व्हाट इन योर ओपिनियन मास्टर सीक्रेट ऑफ एजेस, द सीक्रेट एटॉमिक एनर्जी, द थर्मोन्यूक्लियर एनर्जी, द न्यूट्रॉन बॉम्ब्स, द interplanetary travels? No, not any of these. Then what is the master secret? Where can one find it and how can it be contacted and brought into action? The answer is extraordinarily simple. Extraordinarily simple. This secret is the marvelous miracle working power found in your own subconscious mind, the last place that most people would seek it. Marvelous power of your subconscious mind. Extremely good. Marvelous. You can bring into your life more power, more wealth, more health, more happiness, and more joy by learning to contact and release the hidden power of your subconscious mind. You need not acquire this power, you already possess it. But you want to learn how to use it. आपको ये जो सबकॉन्शियस माइंड का जो पावर है, आपको ये कहीं से अक्वायर नहीं करना है, ये आपके भीतर ही है। बस आपको ये जानना है कि आप इस सबकॉन्शियस माइंड के पावर का यूज़ कैसे कर सकते हो। You want to understand it so that you can apply it in all department of your life. As you follow the simple techniques, the process set forth in this book, you can gain the necessary knowledge and understanding. A new light can inspire you, and you can generate a new force enabling you to realize your hope and make all your dream come true. Decide now to make your life grander, greater, richer, and nobler than ever before. Within your subconscious depths lie infinite wisdom, infinite power, infinite supply of all that is necessary, waiting for development and expression. Begin how to begin now to recognize these potentialities of your deeper mind, and they will take form in the world without. The infinite intelligence within your subconscious mind can reveal to you everything you need to know at every moment of time and point of space, provided you are open minded and receptive. You can receive new thought and ideas, enabling you to bring forth new invention, make new discoveries, or write books and plays. Moreover, the infinite intelligence in your subconscious can impart to you wonderful kinds of knowledge of an original nature. It can reveal to you and open the way for perfect expression and the true place in your life. Through the wisdom of your subconscious mind, you can attract the ideal companion as well as the right business associate or partner. It can find the right buyer for your home and provide you with all the money you need and the financial freedom to do and to go as your heart desires. It is your right to discover this inner world of thought, feeling, and power of light, love, and beauty. Though invisible, its forces are mighty. Within your subconscious mind, you will find the solution for every problem and the cause for every effect. Because you can draw out the hidden power, you come into actual possession of the power and wisdom necessary to move forward in abundance, security, joy, and dominion land that one controls. I have seen the power of subconscious left people up out of crippled states, making them whole, vital, and strong once more, and free to go out into the world to experience happiness, health, and joyous expression. There is a miraculous healing power in your subconscious that can heal the troubled mind and the broken heart. It can be open the prison door of the mind and liberate you. It can free you from all kind of materials and psychological bondage. Necessity of a working basis. Substantial progress in any field of endeavor is impossible in the absence of a working basis which is universal in its application. You can become skilled in operation of your subconscious mind. You can practice its power with a certainty of result in exact proportion to your knowledge of its principle and your application of them for definite specific purpose and goals you wish to uh, achieve. Being a former chemist, I would like to point out that if you combine hydrogen and oxygen in the proportion of two atoms of the former to one of the latter, water would be result. You are very familiar with the fact that one atom of oxygen and one atom of carbon will produce carbon monoxide, a poisonous gas. But if you add another atom of oxygen, you will get carbon dioxide, a harmless gas, and so on throughout the vast realm of chemical compounds. Hello, hi Monu Pahalwan ji, Radhe Radhe. You must not think that the principle of chemistry, physics, and mathematics differ from the principle of your subconscious mind. Let us consider a generally accepted principle. Water seeks its own level. This is universal principle which is applicable to water everywhere. आप किताब पढ़ रहे हैं पावर ऑफ सबकॉन्शियस माइंड आप इसको हिंदी में भी पढ़ सकते हैं पर आई चूज टू रीड इट इन इंग्लिश ओनली थोड़ी थोड़ी तो समझ में आ रही होगी पावर ऑफ सबकॉन्शियस माइंड ये हमें कहीं से अक्वायर नहीं करनी पड़ती है हमारे अंदर ही है हम अपने पावर ऑफ सबकॉन्शियस माइंड का यूज़ कैसे करें अपने जीवन में सक्सेस लाने के लिए यही बात इस किताब में बताई जा रही है तो अगर आप ध्यान से सुने तो शायद आप फिगर आउट कर पाओगे ठीक है तो आगे बढ़ते हैं कंसीडर अनदर प्रिंसिपल मास्टर एक्सपेंड व्हेन consider another principle matter expand when heated. This is true everywhere, at any time, and under all circumstances. You can heat a piece of steel and it will expand regardless whether the steel is found in China, England, or India. It is universal truth that matter expand when heated. It is also a universal truth that whatever you impress on your subconscious mind is expressed on the screen of space as condition, experience, and event. Your prayer is answered because your subconscious mind is principle. And by principle, I mean the way a thing works. For example, The principle of electricity is that it is work for a higher to a lower potential. You do not change the principle of electricity when you use it, but by cooperating with the nature, you can bring forth marvelous invention and discoveries which bless humanity in countless ways, existing and hidden in the mind. What subconscious means? Existing and hidden in mind. The subconscious स्टेट जो होता है वो हमारे माइंड में ही हिडन होता है. Your subconscious mind is principle and work according to the law of belief. You must follow, you must know what belief is, why it works, and how it works. Your Bible says in a simple, clear, and beautiful way, whosoever shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed, and be thou cast in the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe that these things which is saith shall come to pass, he shall have whatsoever he saith. Mark. The law of your mind is the law of belief. This means to believe in the way your mind works, to believe in belief itself. The belief of your mind is the thought of your mind. That is simple. Just that the just that and nothing else. All your expressions, all your experiences, events and conditions and acts are the reactions of your subconscious mind to your thoughts. Remember, it is not the thing believed in, but the belief in your own mind which brings about the result. Cease believing in false belief, opinion, superstitions, and fears of mankind. Being to believe in eternal varieties and truth of life which never change. Then you will move forward, move onward, upward, and Godward. Whoever read this book and applies the principle of subconscious mind herein set forth will be able to pray scientifically and effectively for himself and for others. Your prayer is answered according to the universal law of action and reaction. Thought is incipient action. Incipient means beginning to develop. The reaction is response from your subconscious mind which correspond with nature of your thought. Busy your mind with the concept of harmony, health, peace, and goodwill, and wonder will happen in your life. The duality of mind. The duality of mind, the state of having two parts. You have only one mind, but your mind possesses two distinctive characteristics. मतलब आपके पास सिर्फ एक दिमाग है पर वो अलग अलग तरह की दो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स को होल्ड करता है. The line of demarcation between the two is well known to all thinking men and women today. The two functions of your mind are essentially unlike, each is endowed with separate and distinct attributes and powers. The nomenclature generally used to distinguish the two functions of your mind is as follows: the objective and subjective mind, the conscious and the subconscious mind, the waking and the sleeping mind, the waking and the sleeping mind, the surface self and the deep self, the voluntary mind and the involuntary mind, the male and the female, and many other terms. You will find the terms conscious and subconscious used to represent the dual nature of your mind thought throughout this book. The conscious and subconscious mind. An excellent way to get acquainted with the two functions of your mind is to look upon your own mind as a garden. You are gardener, and you are planting seeds, thoughts in your subconscious mind all day long based on your habitual thinking. As you sow in your subconscious mind, so shall you reap in your body and environment. Begin now to sow thought of peace, happiness, right action, goodwill, and prosperity. Think quietly and with interest on these qualities and accept them fully in conscious reasoning mind. Continue to plant these wonderful seeds thought in the garden of your mind and you will reap a glorious harvest. Your subconscious mind may be likened to the soil which will grow all kind of seeds, goods or bad. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Every thought is therefore a cause, and every condition is an effect for this reason. It is essential that you take charge of your thought so as to bring forth only desirable conditions. When your mind thinks correctly, when you understand the truth, when the thought deposited in your subconscious mind are constructive, harmonious, and peaceful, the magic working power of your subconscious will respond and bring about the harmonious conditions, agreeable surroundings, and the best of everything. When you begin to control your process thought process, you can apply the power of subconscious to any problem or difficulty. In other words, you will actually be consciously cooperating with the infinite power and omnipotent law which governs all things. Look around you, wherever you alive, and you will notice that the vast majority of mankind lives in the world without. The more enlightened men are intensely interested in the world within. Remember, it is world within, namely your thought, feelings, and imagery that make your world without. It is therefore the only creative power and every thinking which you find in your world of expression has been created by you in the inner world of your mind, consciously or subconsciously. Knowledge of the interaction of your conscious and subconscious mind will enable you transform your whole life. In order to exchange external condition, you must change the cause. The most men try to change condition and circumstances by working with conditions and circumstances. To remove discord, confusion, lack, and limitation, you must remove the cause, and the cause is the way you are using your conscious mind. In other words, the way you are thinking and picturing in your mind. You are living in a fathomless sea of infinite riches. Your subconscious is very sensitive to your thoughts. Your thoughts form the mold or matrix through which the infinite intelligence, wisdom, vital forces, and energies of your subconscious flow. The practical application of the law of your mind is illustrated in each chapter of this book. Will in Each chapter of this book will cause you to experience abundance for poverty, wisdom or superstitions and ignorance, peace for pain, joy for sadness, light for darkness, harmony for discord, faith and confidence for fear, success for failure, and freedom from the law of average. Certainly, there can be no more wonderful blessing than these from a mental, emotional, and material standpoint. Most of the great scientists, artists, poets, singers, writers, and inventors have a deep understanding of working of the conscious and subconscious mind. One time, Caruso, the great operatic tenor, was struck with stage fright. stage fright. He said this thought was paralyzed due to the spasms caused by intense fear, which constricted the muscles of his throat. Perspiration poured copiously down his face. He was ashamed because in a few minutes he had to go out on the stage, yet he was shaking with fear and trepidation. He said, "They will laugh at me. I can't sing." Then he shouted in the presence of those behind the stage, "The little me wants to strangle the big me within." He said to the little me, "Get out of here," and big me wants to sing through me. By the big me, he meant the limitless power and wisdom of his subconscious mind, and he began to shout, "Get out, get out. The big me is going to sing." This subconscious mind responded, releasing the vital forces within him. When the call came, he walked out on the stage and sang gloriously and majestically, enthralling the audience. It is obvious to you now the Caruso must have understood the two level of mind, the conscious or rational and the subconscious or irrational level. Your subconscious mind is reactive and respond to the nature of your thoughts. When your subconscious mind, little me, is full of fear, worry, and anxiety, the negative emotions in, engendered in your subconscious mind, the big me, are released the flood the conscious mind with a sense of panic, foreboding, and despair. When this happens, you can, like Caruso, speak affirmatively, then with a deep sense of authority to the rational emotions generated in your deeper mind as follows: Be still, be quiet, I am in control. You must obey me. You are subject to my command. You cannot intrude where you do not belong. It is fascinating and intensively interesting to observe how you can speak authoritatively and with conviction to the irrational movement of your deeper self, beginning silence, harmony, and peace to your mind. The subconscious is subject to the conscious mind, and that is why it is called subconscious or subjective. Outstanding differences and modes of operation. You will perceive the main differences by following illustration. The conscious mind is like the navigator or captain at the bridge of a ship. He directs the ship and signals order to men in the engine room, who is turn control all the boilers, instruments, gauges, etc. The men in the engine room do not know where they are going. They follow orders. They would go on the rock if the man on the bridge is sure is if the they would go on the rock if the man on the bridge issued faulty or wrong instruction based on his findings with the compass, sextant, or other instrument. The men in the engine room obey him because he is in charge and issues order which are automatically obeyed. Members of the crew do not talk back to the captain, they simply carry out orders. The captain is the master of his ship and his decrees are carried out. Likewise, your subconscious mind is the captain and the master of your ship, which represent your body, environment, and all your affairs. Your subconscious mind take the orders you give it based upon what your conscious mind believes and accept as true. When you repeatedly say to people, "I can't afford it," then your subconscious mind take you at your word and see to it that you will not be in a position to purchase what you want. As long as persist in saying, "I can't afford the car, the trip to Europe, the home, that fur coat, or Erin mind wrap. You can rest assured that your subconscious mind will follow your orders and you will go through the life experiencing the lack of all these things. Last Christmas Eve, a beautiful young university student looked at an attractive and rather expensive traveling bag in a store window. She was going home to Buffalo, the New York for holidays. She was about to say, I can't afford that bag, when she recalled something she had heard at one of my lectures, which was never finish a negative statement, reverse it immediately, and wonders will happen in your life. She said, that bag is mine. It is for sale. I accept it and mentally, and my subconscious sees to it that I receive it. At 8 o'clock, Christmas Eve, her fiance presented her with a bag exactly the same as the one she had looked at and mentally identified herself with at 10 o'clock the same morning. She had filled her mind with thought of expectancy and released the whole thing to her deeper mind, which has the know-how of accomplishment. This young girl, a student at the University of Southern California, said to me, I didn't have the money to buy that bag, but now I know where to find money and all the things I need, and that is in the treasure house of eternity within me. Another simple illustration is this: when you say, I do not like mush- mushrooms, and the occasion subsequently subsequently comes that you are served mushroom in sauce or salad, you will get indigestion because your subconscious mind says to you, the boss, your conscious mind does not like mushrooms. This is an amusing example of the outstanding differences and modes of the operation of your conscious and subconscious mind. A woman may say, I wake up at 3 o'clock if I drink coffee at night. Whenever she drinks coffee, her subconscious mind nudged her, as if to say, the boss wants you to stay awake tonight. Your subconscious mind works 24 hours a day and make provision for your benefit, pouring all the fruit of your habitual thinking into your lap. How her subconscious mind responded. A woman wrote me a few months ago as follows: I am 75-year old, a widow with a grown family. I was living alone and on a pension. I heard your lectures on the power of subconscious mind, wherein you said that ideas could be conveyed to the subconscious mind by repetition, faith, and expectancy. I begin to repeat frequently with feeling, I am wanted. I am happily married to a kind, loving, and spiritual minded man. I am secure. I kept on doing this many times a day for about 2 weeks, and one day at the corner drugstore, I was introduced to a retired pharmacist. I found him to be kind, understanding, and very religious. He was a perfect answer to my prayer. Within a week, he proposed to me, and now we are on our honeymoon in Europe. I know that the intelligence within my subconscious mind brought both of us together in divine order. This woman discovered that the treasure house was within her. Her prayer was felt as true in her heart, and her affirmation sank down by osmosis into her subconscious mind, which is creative medium. The moment she succeeded in bringing about a subjective embodiment, her subconscious mind brought about the answer through the law of attraction. Her deeper mind, full of wisdom and intelligence, brought both of them together in divine order. Be sure that you think on whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report. If there be any virtue and if there be any praise, think on these things. Brief summary of ideas worth remembering. The treasure house in within you. Look within for answer of your heart's desire. The great secret possessed by the great men of all ages was their ability to contact and release the powers of their subconscious mind. You can do the same. Your subconscious has the answer to all problems if you suggest to your subconscious prior to sleep, I want to get up at 6 a.m. It will awaken you at the exact time. Your subconscious mind is the builder of your body and can heal you. Lull yourself to sleep every night with the idea of perfect health, and your subconscious mind, being your faithful servant, will obey you. Every thought is a cause, and every condition is an effect. If you want to write a book, write a wonderful play, give a better talk to your audience, convey the idea lovingly and feelingly to your subconscious mind, and it will respond accordingly. You are like a captain navigating a ship. He must give the right order, and likewise, you must give the right order, thoughts, and images to your subconscious mind, which controls and governs all your experiences. Never use the term I can't afford it or I can do this, I can't do this. Your subconscious mind take you at your word and sees to it that you not have the money or you do not have the money or she or the ability to do what you want to do. Affirm I can do all things through the power of my subconscious mind. The law of life is the law of belief. A belief is a thought in your mind. Do not believe in things to harm or hurt you. Believe in the power of your subconscious mind to heal, inspire, strengthen, and prosper you. According to your belief, it is done unto you. Change your thought, and you change your destiny. How to your own mind works. How your own mind works. आपका दिमाग कैसे काम करता है? You have a mind and you should learn how to use it. There are two levels of your mind, the conscious or rational level and subconscious or irrational level. You think with your conscious mind, and whatever you habitually thinks sinks down into your subconscious mind. मतलब आपके पास दो तरह के लेवल हैं आपके माइंड के, एक कॉन्शियस माइंड का जिसे रैशनल माइंड भी कहते हैं और एक सबकॉन्शियस माइंड है जो इरेशनल माइंड है। तो जो भी आप अपने दिमाग में जब अपने कॉन्शियस माइंड में सोचते हो ये आपके सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में रेफर हो जाता है या सेंड हो जाता है, विच क्रिएट अकॉर्डिंग टू द नेचर ऑफ योर थॉट्स। तो ये सबकॉन्शियस माइंड है, अब जो भी अपने कॉन्शियस माइंड से जो कुछ भी सोचते हो ये सबकॉन्शियस माइंड की तरफ जाता है और सबकॉन्शियस माइंड उसी तरह का रिजल्ट आपके सामने परोस देता है। योर सबकॉन्शियस माइंड इज द सीट ऑफ योर इमोशन एंड इज क्रिएटिव माइंड। इफ यू थिंक गुड, गुड विल फॉलो। इफ यू थिंक एविल, एविल विल फॉलो। दिस इज द वे योर माइंड वर्क्स। The main point to remember is once the subconscious mind accepts an idea, it begins to execute it, and is an interesting and subtle truth that the law of subconscious mind works for good and bad ideas alike. This law, when applied in a negative way, is the cause of failure, frustration, and unhappiness. However, when your habitual thinking is harmonious and constructive, you experience perfect health, success, and prosperity. Peace of mind and a healthy body are inevitable when you begin to think and feel in the right way. Whatever you claim mentally and feel as true, your subconscious mind will accept and bring forth into your experience. The only thing necessary for you to do is to get your subconscious mind to accept your idea, and the law of your own subconscious mind will bring forth the health, peace, or the position you desire. You give the command of decree, and your subconscious will faithfully reproduce the idea impressed upon it. The law of your mind is this: you will get a reaction or response from your subconscious mind according to the nature of the thought or idea you hold in your conscious mind. तो आप अपने जो कॉन्शियस माइंड है, जो रैशनल माइंड है, उसमें आप जो भी विचार लाते हो, जैसे हम बहुत सक्सेस हमें मिल जाती है, हमें कोई इंटरव्यू देना हो और हमें पहले डर लग जाता है। डर लगने का मतलब है कि हमारे कॉन्शियस माइंड में नेगेटिव थॉट्स आ गए। अब वो नेगेटिव थॉट्स हमारे सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में जाते हैं और सबकॉन्शियस माइंड वैसे ही रिजल्ट देता है। जैसे हमें डर लगता है, यार मेरा इंटरव्यू क्लियर नहीं होगा या मेरा ये एग्ज़ाम क्लियर नहीं होगा, मैं अकेले बाहर नहीं जा सकती हूँ, तो मैं नहीं जा पाऊँगी, मुझे कोई ना कोई समस्या आ जाएगी और मेरा, क्योंकि ये जो कॉन्शियस माइंड का जो भी थॉट प्रोसेस है, ये सबकॉन्शियस माइंड को सेंड करता है और सबकॉन्शियस माइंड सेम रिजल्ट क्रिएट कर देता है। तो हमें करना ये है कि हमें जो भी सोचना है ओनली इन पॉजिटिव वे, कि मैं अच्छा कर रही हूँ, मैं बहुत अच्छी वक्ता हूँ, मैं बहुत अच्छी इंग्लिश बोलती हूँ, मैं बहुत अच्छा हिंदी भी पढ़ लेती हूँ या बोल लेती हूँ, मुझे मुझे भगवान से बहुत ज़्यादा लगाव हो रहा है, मैं उनकी भक्त बन चुकी हूँ, मुझे इतनी ऊंचाइयाँ हासिल करनी है, वो सब कर ली है, सब करूँगी, मैं सब कर रही हूँ, मैं कल को मास्टर्स कर लूँगी, मेरे कल यूट्यूब चैनल एकदम परफेक्टली रन होंगे, इसमें बहुत सारी ऑडियंस होंगी कल से। ये सब हमें अपने दिमाग में सोचना है और हम जितना पॉजिटिव हो सके सिर्फ पॉजिटिव सोचें, नेगेटिव को दिमाग में आने ना दें, क्योंकि हम जैसा पॉजिटिव सोचेंगे कॉन्शियस माइंड में, वो हमारा इनर माइंड जो सबकॉन्शियस माइंड है वो वैसे ही रिजल्ट हमें देने वाला है। तो आज से ये आप सब डिसाइड कर लो कि हमें जो भी सोचना है अपने लिए, दूसरों के लिए, दुनिया के लिए, सिर्फ पॉजिटिव सोचना है। Psychologists and psychiatrists point out that when thoughts are conveyed to your subconscious mind, impressions are made in the brain cells. As soon as your subconscious accepts any idea, it proceeds to put it into effect immediately. It works by association of ideas and uses every bit of knowledge that you have gathered in your lifetime to bring about its purpose. It draws on the infinite power, energy, and wisdom within you. It lines up all the laws of nature to get its way. Sometimes it seems to bring about an immediate solution to your difficulties, but at the other times it may take days, weeks, or longer. It ways are the past finding out. Subconscious and subconscious terms are differentiated. You must remember that these are not two minds. They are merely two spheres of activity within one mind. Your conscious mind is reasoning mind. It is that phase of mind which chooses. For example, you choose your books, your home, and your partner in life. You make all your decision with your conscious mind. On the other hand, without any conscious choice on your part, your heart is kept functioning automatically, and the process of digestion, circulation, and breathing are carried on by your subconscious mind through process independent of your conscious control. Your subconscious mind accepts what is impressed upon it or what you cons- consciously believe. It does not reason thing out like your conscious mind, and it does not argue with you controversially. Your subconscious mind is like the soil which accept any kind of seed, good or bad. Your thoughts are active and might be likened unto seeds. Negative destructive thoughts continue to work negatively in your subconscious mind and in due time will come forth into outer experience which correspond within them. Remember, your subconscious mind does not engage in proving whether your doubts are good or bad, true or false, but it responds according to the nature of your thoughts or suggestions. For example, if you consciously assume something as true, even though it may be false, your subconscious mind will accept it as true and proceed to bring about result, which must necessarily follow because you consciously assumed it to be true. Experiment by psychologist. Innumerable experiment by psychologists and other on uh, persons in hypnotic state have shown that the subconscious mind is incapable of making selection and comparison which are necessary for a reasoning process. They have shown repeatedly that your subconscious mind will accept any suggestion, however false. Having once accepted by any suggestion, it responds according to the nature of the suggestion given. To illustrate the amenability of your subconscious mind to suggestion, if a practiced hypnotized suggests to one of his subject that he is Napoleon Bonaparte or even a cat or a dog, he will act out of the part with imitable accuracy. His personality becomes changed for the time being. He believes himself to be whatever the operator tell him he is. A skilled hypnotist may suggest to one of the students in hypnotic state that his back itches, to another that his nose is bleeding, to another that he is a marble statue, or an another that he is freezing and his temperature is below zero. Each one will follow out of line of his particular suggestion, totally oblivious to all his surroundings which do not pertain to his idea. This simple illustration portrays clearly the difference between your conscious reasoning mind and your subconscious mind, which is impersonal, non selective, and accept as true whatever your conscious mind believes to be true. Hence, the importance of selecting thought, idea, and premises which bless, heal, inspire, and fill your soul with joy. The terms of objective and subjective mind clarified. टोटल इसमें कितने चैप्टर हैं भाई? पेजेस डिस्प्ले कोड बहुत बड़ा चैप्टर है भाई ये तो, मतलब ये बुक बहुत लंबी है। चलो इसके बाद हम बाद में पढ़ेंगे। पावर अप सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में अब हमें प्रैक्टिस ये करनी है कि हमें हमेशा ही पॉजिटिव सोचना है, क्योंकि हमारे माइंड के दो पार्ट्स हैं, दोनों अलग अलग नहीं हैं बट दोनों अलग अलग तरीके से काम करते हैं। तो जो भी वट एवर वी हम अपने कॉन्शियस माइंड में सोचते हैं वो हमारे सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में ट्रांसफ़र होता है और सबकॉन्शियस माइंड सेम रिजल्ट जनरेट करता है। तो हमें करना ये है कि हमें ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा और जब भी सोचना है सिर्फ पॉजिटिव सोचना है। मैं अभी सोच रही हूँ, मैं अभी सोच रही हूँ कि मैं हील कर रही हूँ, मैं जल्दी ठीक हो जाऊंगी। जो भी मेरे साथ हो रहा है वो अच्छा हो रहा है, जो होगा वो अच्छा होगा। मेरी सैलरी बढ़ जाएगी, मेरी अच्छी जॉब लग जाए, हम सबके जीवन में कोई कष्ट ना हो, सब सुखी रहे, सब भगवान के भक्त हो, किसी को किसी से जेलसी ना हो। जैसे मुझे किसी से कोई जेलसी नहीं है, मैं किसी को हेट नहीं करती, मैं किसी से कंपटीशन में नहीं रहती। हमें अब बस पॉजिटिव सोचना है. देयर इज नो a little space left for negative thoughts. And that's it. Think only positive. Positive things. कि आप जो भी करना चाहते हो वो आप करोगे. आप जो भी सोचोगे, लाइक कि आप अपनी नौकरी में प्रमोशन पा रहे हो, आपका नाम हो रहा, आप देश घूम रहे हो, विदेश घूम रहे हो, आप जहाँ जाना चाहते हो वहाँ जा रहे हो. तो इसी के साथ ये चैप्टर हम बाइंड अप करते हैं फ़िलहाल के लिए, और इसको हर रोज़ पढ़ेंगे. बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग है. आई नो कि आप सब नहीं जुड़ रहे हो क्योंकि मैं कम्प्लीटली इंग्लिश में बोल रही हूँ, बट मैं इसको अपने माइंड में फीड करना चाहती हूँ जैसा कि ये है. इसके आप लोगों से कनेक्ट भी होना है मुझे, और मैं हो जाऊँगी जल्दी ही. मैं इतनी कैपेबल हो जाऊँगी कि मैं अपनी बातें आप सबके सामने रख पाऊँ. मेरे साथ बने रहने के लिए, भले ही कुछ देर के लिए, लेकिन थैंक यू सो मच फॉर बीइंग विद मी. फिर मिलते हैं. राधे राधे.